stupid. I contaminated that. Sorry guys, I had an emergency and my daughter called and I'll tell you guys what happened now in a minute. Hi guys, thank you Queen. They're actually boo-boos. They're Maddie's. She don't wear them. Her girlfriend's mom bought them for her. And she don't wear them because she said she don't have nothing to wear them with. She's all, but they look really good on you though. I was like, well, thanks girl, they fit me. Hi Marie, hello beautiful. Hello, hello, hello. Hi guys. So earlier we were at Walgreens and I stopped Maddie there because we were waiting for her car because it was doing the emissions test, and because in Albuquerque you have to get an emissions test. Santa Fe and Rio Rancho you don't need emissions testing, but in Albuquerque you do. Well, anyways, we were getting the emissions test and finishing the registration. Like the dealership was finishing all that for us. And okay. Anyways, and so I stopped Mariana at Walgreens, right? Because she wanted some chips and a few other things before we had to go pick up her car because then she had to go to work. And so, she got down while there was 2 cops that walked out of the Walgreens, and this is like the worst Walgreens ever. Like, I feel sorry for the workers that even work there because it's like that ghetto because the location, everything where it's at, you know. And I don't ever stop at that Walgreens ever, and today we were over there on that side of town. So I stopped because that was like the closest place and it was to kill time anyway. Because like I told you guys, I had stopped at Smith's and then I stopped at the Walgreens by Smith's. And if she would have told me, I would have just gotten her chips and her drink at freaking Smith's. But she didn't tell me anything when we were there. Anyway, back to the story. So I freaking waited for her in the car because Simi didn't have school today because they had the day off for whatever. They have like professional days for the teachers or whatever, for the pre-K teachers. And so Simi had the day off or whatever, right? So she goes in, she gets her bag of chips. She gets her bag of chips and then she gets her drink. And she said, when I first walked in, I seen this man talking to a worker, and she's like, and I overheard the man say, oh, I just seen the most beautiful woman walk right past me, which my daughter was the only person that walked right past them, right? And so he had like cut the conversation short with the worker that he was talking to. Mind you, this was a homeless guy, okay? And so and an older guy too, like, ugh, disgusting man, by the way. And so, anyways, not because he was homeless, whatever, because of the way he was acting, like the way he approached shit, the way what he told my daughter. Watch, you guys are gonna get disgusted. And so, anyways, she was going to the register. As she was walking to the register, she had just finished grabbing her drink and her chips, and she was walking to the cashier to go cash out or whatever. Hi, Queen. Sorry, guys. I know I had to end the live and cut it short because my daughter, she had an emergency. And so, she was on her way to the register, whatever, whatnot, and the guy walks up behind her, like starts walking closer to her, and he walks like right, like kind of like behind her, and then came in front of her, and he goes, oh, if you don't get me a drink, I'm gonna touch your butt. And she was all, excuse me? And he's like, oh, I'm sorry, I don't know how to flirt. She's like, I'm 17, like, what the fuck is your deal? Like, you could tell he's a grown-ass man, right? And she's like, I'm 17. Like, what the fuck's wrong with you? She tells him. And he was all, oh, my bad, my bad. You're so much more beautifuler than my wife, he tells her. Well, then the cashier comes out from behind the little desk that he was at, she said, and he starts walking up towards Marty, and then the guy walks away, right? Like, 'cause he's seen the cashier coming up towards Marty, and the cashier's like, "Are you okay? I'm so sorry. Like, that man's a weirdo. He's always doing that to women and, you know, harassing them and telling them weird shit, you know?" And she was like, "Yeah, no, I'm okay." She's like, "I'm fine, thank you." She's like, so then she finishes cashing out. She tells him thank you for, you know, stepping in, whatever. And she comes outside and she's like, "Bro, I'm gonna go tell those cops, like, what the fuck? This man just harassed me in there and told me some nasty shit." And I was like, "Why? What happened?" And right as soon as she gets in the car, the man starts walking out right behind her. So he follows her out the store, right? She gets in the car. I put my car in reverse right away because it locks all my doors. Like, I don't have to worry about locking the doors. Like, if I put my car in reverse, it automatically locks all the doors, right? So that was the first thing I did, is I put my car in reverse, and he starts walking up to my window, and he was like, "I'm sorry, I was just trying to tell her that she's so much more beautifuler than my wife." And I was like, "Bro, you're fucking sick," because she had already told me everything that happened. Mind you, she just finished telling me everything that happened. This all happened in like a span of like 1 minute. And I was like, "Bro, you're fucking nasty." I was like, "Get the fuck away from my car." I was like, "She's fucking 17. Like, what the fuck is wrong with you?" I told him. And so I start backing up, and then the cops get out of their car and they approach the same man. And whatever they told the cops is beyond me, because I told Marty, "Do you want me to stop to let them know, like, what happened, like, your little encounter?" She's like, "No, they ain't gonna fucking do shit anyway." And I was like, okay. So we landed up leaving, and going about our day. While she gets to work, my daughter gets to work, mind you. If you guys know, I tell you guys that, like, the location she's at, there's a lot of homeless people around there. Like, a lot of homeless people, like, where my daughter works. And a lot of people that are on drugs, like, just really bad. Like, it's just really, really bad in that area. And I don't like her working there, but, you know, she wants to continue working there. She is looking for another job as she's working there. And so, anyways, she called me twice just now, freaking out. She's like, "Mom, answer your phone, like, hurry up." So that's why the live ended, because it ended the whole live or whatever, because she kept calling me. And so I answer the phone, or I call her back, and she's like, "Bro," she's like, "that guy was fucking here, no." Like, she was freaking out, right? Like, literally freaking out, because now the man that she had this encounter with over there is now at her work. And I was like, "Okay, what happened?" And she was like, "Well," she goes, "one of my coworkers," which is one of her best friends, because her best friend got her the job where she works, but she was like, "Ren was sitting on the floor stalking," and she was like, "and this fucking idiot, sicko," she was like, Ren tells me on the intercom, like, "Dude, there's a guy in here smoking in the lobby, come to the front," because I guess Marty was stalking in the back. And so Marty comes out, she's seen him, and runs back to the back and tells Ren through the intercom, like, her encounter that she just had. And then Marty runs back to the front because she doesn't want to leave her coworker in the front by herself, she says. She's like, and he was like, is that a 2-year-old? He tells my daughter's friend. And Ren stands up and she's like, "What?" She's like, "Excuse me, you need to get the fuck out of here. Like, you can't be smoking in our lobby." She's like, "I thought maybe he was smoking a cigarette or something, Mom." Like, no, he had a whole ass, basically a crack, you know, type device. She was like, and he was literally smoking it in our lobby. Like, it's made our lobby smell so bad. She goes, "That's creepy." Yes, girl, very creepy. She was like, "It literally smells so bad." She goes, and so anyways, she went on about that, and then he was like, "Oh no, you're not a 2-year-old. You're old enough to have sex with." And I was like, "What the freak?" He told Ren that. And she's like, "Yes." I was like, "No, you guys need to call the security in that area, let them know." She's like, "We did. They didn't show up." So her manager said, "Just lock the lobby," because they close the lobby at a certain time. "Just lock the lobby. If he comes back, make sure to call the cops, so that way you guys can make a report. That way if this sicko comes back on the property, they get, booted. You know what I mean? The shoes, they're Hey Dudes, girl. They're cute, huh? They're Hey Dudes. And let me see, what is this chick saying? You know what they say, misery loves company, LOL. So nothing positive. Garciela, Brie? Okay, first of all, bitch. Okay, first of all, Brie. Who the fuck you talking to like that? Okay, are you talking to me like that? Because let me find out you're trying to come in here talking shit because I'm telling you guys something that my daughter just encountered. Like, what the fuck is wrong with you? And please, Lord, forgive me because I'm really trying my hardest not to cuss. And it's very hard. So please, Lord, forgive me for cussing right now. But excuse me, Brie. Do you want to come to the front line so that way you can explain yourself or what's going down? Huh? Would you like to explain yourself? Because for as bad as I want to go off on you right now, I'm truly trying to hold it in. Like, I don't find any of the situation that I just mentioned, I don't find none of it funny. Honestly, I don't. Like, I really don't find it funny at all. Like, what was funny about that and what do you mean? Like, what are you trying to insinuate here? Like, I really hope some stuff like that doesn't happen to you, honey, or your children. Thank you, Angela. Yeah, there really is sickos. And if that guy was like on drugs or something, like he was like at least 6 foot tall. Maybe, Rachel, maybe, but I don't like the way she worded it. Either she could explain herself and re-explain it, but that's not the way I took it at all. Because nothing about the situation was funny. Like, honestly, nothing about that situation was funny, first of all. Second of all, like, the way she said something about nothing positive, like, what is that supposed to mean? Like, you might be right, girl, but... Thank you, Deb. Thank you, Queen. I don't feel amazing, girl. I'm making chicken and steak fajitas, guys. They're almost done, too. Let's see. And if she didn't mean it by any harm, I do apologize. But when it comes to my kids, you guys, I don't mess around. I'm sorry, I don't. This is the chicken. So I do apologize. Like, I literally was getting in defense mode if she didn't mean it in a bad way. So I do apologize. Please, Lord, forgive me for calling her the B word and getting so upset. Like, I really am trying not to cuss, you guys. I really am trying my hardest not to cuss. Really, really, really. But you know what they say, too? Like, when you say stuff and you mention things and how you word things, it really does affect the way another person takes it. You know what I mean? So, if it wasn't in a bad way. But that was intense. I know I'm a mother. But that wasn't it. I'm sorry, Bree, but damn, girl, like, I'm already pissed off because of, oh, there I go, cussing. I'm already upset because of the encounter that we had earlier today to this man all of a sudden being at my daughter's work. Like, that just doesn't make sense. You know what I mean? Like, and for the way he approached him and what he said, but yeah. I figured that. Yeah, I'm sorry. I mean, I really am sorry. Truly. Please forgive me for being an a-hole. It sure does, and moms are protective. Yes, dude, and that's what bugs me because now she has her own car, and it's like, I usually go pick her up and wait for her because that's how bad it is over there, like literally. So I even told her, I was like, you need to make sure when you get out of work, you have the male baker walk you out to your car now because I don't trust it, dude. Like, I really, really don't trust it. I don't like that area at all. But there's not much I could do about it because it's not like, you know, unless she gets another job. But there's not really much we can do. Yeah, I feel I sued a mom over my kid. No problem, it happens. I have high school kids. Yeah, girl. I'm sorry, but I was upset. Because the way you said it, I'm like, what? I even read it twice. I even answered a couple of comments before I read yours again. And then I went back and read it, and I was like, nah, this girl be playing too much. But maybe it was just all the adrenaline. But yeah. Okay, so it's pretty much done, you guys. Let me try the meat. Hold on. Yeah, I should have picked my own steak. So if you're going to make fajitas, though, I highly recommend picking your own steaks because you'll probably pick a better, tender steak than the ones that are pre-cut, but it's okay. Okay, yeah, the chicken's done. Usually I would mix the chicken in with the fajitas after both of them are thoroughly cooked. So I would usually put the chicken in here with the fajitas and then mix it all together, but there's kind of a lot of chicken and steak, so we are not going to do that. There was this guy earlier that tells Maudie, it was like a big old thing, and so she ended up seeing him at her work just now, and the manager's like, well, you better call the cops if he shows up again for sexual harassment, because he harassed Maudie at Walgreens, and he was like,
by herself?
Yeah, when she was by herself, she wanted to go to Chip and Drinks, and then all of a sudden he landed up at her work, and he harassed Ren and told her something, but he was smoking in their lobby, and she's like, and I thought maybe a cigarette when Ren called me to the front on the intercom. She's like, no, he had like this big old glass piece, and yeah, I don't know what the heck he was smoking in the show, but he made the lobby reek, and it smelled so bad we had to open the windows and shit. Probably.
What it sounds like.
Mm-hmm. And I was like, what? I was like, well, didn't you guys call security or anything? And she was like, yeah, but they never showed up. She was like, so...
You call security and then you call the cops to do
report.
trespassing.
Yes, that's what I told her. Still call the cops so that way you could do the report for trespassing if he comes back.
Yeah.
She's like, okay. So I don't know if they ever did or what, but I'm like...
So, and she's seen him here at Walgreens?
Yeah, the one over there. Not our Walgreens, but the one over there.
The one over there.
Yeah. And he tells her, oh, he's like, if you don't buy me a drink, I'm going to touch your butt. And she's like, what? The fuck did you just say? She's like, I'm 17. What the hell's wrong with you? And then that's when she went to the cashier, and then the guy from the register walks around the register to like back that guy away from me because he was still following him. He's like, I'm sorry, I don't know how to flirt. You're more beautiful than my wife. Like, telling her bullshit, you know?
Yeah.
And so the guy walks around the counter, the register guy, and the guy starts walking away because he's seen that he was walking up. Mm-hmm. And he's like, are you okay? He tells Marty, and Marty's like, yeah, I'll be fine. And she's like, thank you, though, you know, for standing up for her, whatever. And so she walks out to tell me about it. There was 2 cops out there, and the guy starts following her out. She gets in the car. She told me about it. And she's like, I'm going to go tell those cops what just happened. And then she told me the whole little scenario that happened. The guy starts walking up to my car. I put it in reverse. And he's like, I was just trying to tell her that she's beautiful and more beautiful than my wife. I was like, I don't give a fuck what you were trying to tell her. I was like, she's fucking 17, you fucking weirdo. I was like, what the fuck is wrong with you? And then I told Marty, and then the cops got out their cars to talk to the guy because they seen like the whole encounter with us and the guy. They got out to talk to the guy, and I don't know if they told him or what, but I told Marty, do you want me to let them know, like, you know, what happened just now? And she's like, no, that's fine. But the cashier guy was like, I'm sorry, he does that to a lot of women around here all the time. He's always harassing them.
Yeah, I know what you should have did is told them, because it's different when law enforcement sees something happen.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, yeah, typically they just make a report and stuff like that. But if they were there and they're seeing something happen and you go up to them and you report them, then they have to do something.
So I'm using the organic flour tortillas, you guys. These are the burrito size, Santa Fe Company organic flour tortillas. They look like this.
Tea? Yeah, dash cam and some type of weapon to protect herself. Yes. That's part bear spray? Beet spray? Hey girl, what flavor you drinking? Maybe adrenaline. Yeah, it might have been my adrenaline. I'm sorry, guys. I'm sorry, Brie. I didn't mean to be an a-hole to you. I really am. I feel bad. But it does. It bugs me because it's like, not you, but it bugs me that the fact that there's weird ass people in this world. Like, what is wrong with some of these people? You know what I mean? Like, it really does upset me to the core. Did you call them, babe? No, babe. It's after 5, he said.
Yeah, I told him if you could call around 5:36. They said, yeah, that's fine. I said, if not, then tomorrow, if he gets a chance, whenever.
Hey, guys.
Okay, so for the fajitas. Hey, Kelly. That's a good idea, actually. Yes, you guys quit yelling. I'm over here yelling over you guys. That's a good idea, actually. A loud alarm, and yes, the mace for sure. Mace and a loud alarm. And a taser. No, I don't even know if she's old enough to have a taser, though. You gotta be 18. She's almost there.
She has a pepper spray. I don't know what happened to it.
I think it's expired. We gotta get her another one.
Why is it expired?
Because she had that one for a long time.
She has a taser. Guys, yes, she does.
No,
No, she
Yes,
doesn't.
she does.
Not a taser.
Yeah.
Probably the
Why she taste it?
pepper spray.
Pepper spray.
When you finish up, let's get ready to eat. See that table?
On Friday, Queen. Hi, Trina. Hello, beautiful. On Friday, I go. And I'm super scared. What are you trying to get into? No, I'm making food. Don't come over here. They can't see you over here. Over here where I'm at.
Yes, they can.
Not unless you come walk in front of the camera. I'm making chicken and steak fajitas, Queen. Chicken and steak fajitas. So delicious. Hey, go over there. Now you are coming over here. Go, hurry up. My big old booty covers you. So I'm just putting the steak and the chicken with the bell peppers into the fajitas, so that way we can roll them up. See? 1, 2, 3. I need to do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We need 2 more.
You need one more.
2 more, honey. And they're super delicious. Exactly, Callie. No, it's not that I'm scared or anything. It's the fact that my daughter, an encounter that she had today and then running into the same person at her work just kind of upset me. Like, you know what I mean? Like, that's what I'm scared of. And then, I mean, yes, of course, I fear for her because the area and the location she's at and stuff like that. But, I mean, it's just, it's tough, you know what I mean? The world we live in is just crazy, man. It's kind of dark in here, no? But the world that we live in today, it's like there's so many creeps and weirdos out there that it sucks. Like even me as a female going out by myself is like scary. I love fajitas. Gotta have sour cream on mine. Me too, Queen. Sour cream and tapatio. And avocado. I have avocados over here that I gotta cut. I guess I could cut one now. You guys ready to eat? Did you guys clean up that table? Oh, I guess Stas and Simi can share one, so I only need to make one more.
I don't want one.
What, a fajita?
No, I want to try my bulldog. Actually, just make me one. Guys, this isn't like bulldog, but I got this at Walmart. It's technically bulldog. Sure.
Yes, girl. So I cook them separately because obviously you can't cross-contaminate. But what I do is I'll cook the steak first. Or not first. I'll cook the steak with the bell peppers in one pan. And then in the other pan, I cook the chicken. And then I usually mix it like all together once everything is thoroughly cooked. I'll usually mix the steak with the chicken all in one pan and then get rid of one of the pans. But this time I didn't because there was kind of a lot of both. But yeah, I always make chicken and steak fajitas.
Oh.
Always, always, always.
Oh.
So delicious too, Queen. So let me cut one of those fajitas in half because I don't even need them with another plate. Bubba and stuff.
Look, guys.
You guys, coming in!
Oh, look, it comes with the little...
Aww.
Guys, it comes with the little fork. Spork. Because it's like a... I don't think you can see it, but like it's a fork and then a spoon.
See? And then I'll cut their little fajitas in half like that. And then
It just says to cook for... Oh.
split it amongst the
Cooking
both.
directions. Put the rice cakes in and sauce in the bowl. Guys, these are the rice cakes.
Oh, I forgot to put the avocado in our burritos. The kids don't like avocado. Just me and my honey.
This is our sauce, right? Do we add water? It doesn't say pour boiling water with...
Oh, you gotta boil the water.
To the line. Right there, okay. But then it says microwave on high for 2 minutes and 30 seconds with the lid on. Without this. Do I have to boil the water? 30 seconds or what?
No, you gotta just boil it. I don't even know why you're making that. I made you a fajita.
Yes, Mom. Look. Oh, I don't like fajitas. I don't.
All right, guys. I'm going to serve the family. I just finished cutting up our avocado. Gonna get out the sour cream. I love you guys. Thank you guys all for joining tonight. These are the finished up fajitas. This is a half of one for Bubba, one for Stas. I love you guys so much. Stay up, stay blessed. Don't be stressed. Looks really good. I want to try for
Where's the other thing?
my sons. You should, Angela. They're really good and they're really easy to make, girl. Like I used to buy the fajita mix. Like they used to sell fajita mix in like these little packs like this. There you go. They used to sell like instead of it saying lemon pepper, it would say fajita mix. And it's where you get all these little mixes and stuff. I used to use that, but then I tried to cut down on my salt. And because you guys know I've been trying to what is it called? Exam. Anyway, I've been trying to figure out why I've been getting swollen on my hands for years. So we cut that out years ago. I stopped doing that. So then all I use for the steak is Mrs. Dash. And then I'm just trying to finish up this seasoning now, which is the Weber Steak and Chop. But typically it would only be this for the steak and the chicken. And cook them separately and throw it together. And wham bam. Thank you, ma'am. You're done. But I love you guys. Stay up. Stay blessed. Don't be stressed. I hope you guys have a beautiful, blessed